This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Intercepted on the second play of the game. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. And this flag going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
No touch that. Crowd left, 73, 73, 63, crowd left, Yanni. Crowd left, Yanni.
On second down, Hurts. That's caught. It's Will Shipley. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
180, 180. Go Silver, ready? Crowd left, Yanni.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here able to put that one through.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Face up.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That one good for a dozen. Very quick first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
Here's a designed run. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
There's two elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
1st and 10 for Purdy. He'll let this go towards the end zone. So they're going to take over at their own 8-yard line.
Purdy's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
It will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Hurts going to hand this one to Shipley. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. It'll bring up 3rd down.
At the 13-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 73.
They're indeed going. It's Hurts. That's taken in. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
For Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And that one incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Great.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
A tough spot here. Third and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
And the best offense on third downs, Mike, is to be really good on first and second down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
This is taken at the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Shotgun snap to Purdy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Get set.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Yellow.
On third down, it's Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
6 yards.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Get set. Right side. Yellow.
Throwing again is Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
2nd and 10.
Outside. Yo, watch out. Yellow. Yellow. Start.
They'll throw again with Purdy. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the 1st down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down. Pearsall, the man in motion. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Want to do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh, Lord. I'm the rookie in the vet. Shout out to the...
They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Looks like a design run. Hurts has it. He works free. Right side. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. We talk about a quarterback who can hurt you both ways. That is the one-way defenses just can't stop him. All that speed. Taking it the distance.
You're exactly right, Mike. This is just one of the elements of the quarterback position that is just so hard for defenses to account for. When they get themselves in space, they in essence turn into a running back. And once they get out in front, there's no catching them.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up 7th and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
21. Yellow.
3rd and short. Purdy. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Christian McCaffrey. He may go. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 70 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
So too soon, apparently, to worry about going for 2, even after the penalty. So this one will come from the 10. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Bigsby. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the lines of game, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Here goes Hurts on the design run. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Great job with his legs. On the move for 15 and moving the chains with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at
1st
the
and 10.
47-yard line.
King, Phil King.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Open man downfield is Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the zone read, it's a give to Shipley. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Now he'll run. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second as they stop it with 16 seconds.
Those shots.
Silver, set. Yeti. Tiger Hornet. Hey, easy. 63, bad. Delta.
On first down, it's Hurts. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Second down throw for Hurts. On the line of scrimmage, but will not and be taken down there. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Purdy on first down. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Bigsby. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about one. Nate Hobbs in from his corner spot to make the stop.
It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
180.
Throwing is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Bigsby. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Hurts. Moving to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Big-time play with Hurts and Brown. An even 40 yards.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to run this one himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Hey, let's go. Trip, hey, 73. 10. Alpha. Hey. Tiger Hornet.
On second down, Hurts. That one swung out wide to Shipley. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll take this one in. Grant out to Terrence. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 4th TD grab of the season.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
First and 10. Purdy. No chance at all. He'll go down. Arnold and McHady getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Get set. Get set. 18. 18. Up.
The RPO. That one is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet. But the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get set. Get set.
Kittle is the man in motion. Purdy now on 2nd down. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
That's fielded at the 7. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snap a nice thing, drink, bouncing to the groove. All bodies stop,
No touch. 180. 180.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That's caught! And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Big-time play with Hurts and Brown. 54 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Moving outside the pocket. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Left side, it's caught by Brown. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
At the 14-yard line.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Kurtz. Rolling right. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Looks like a design run. Hurts has it.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. That's a nice pickup there.
3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Trimmer.
They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. To throw on 1st down is Purdy. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be. Because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. In this case, it's a perfect example. He's open. He tries to lead his guy. Just puts a little too much in front.
And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 56 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Get set, get set. 18. Yellow.
Kittle is the man in motion. Purdy gonna put it up again. And he will score. Game on. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Delivers it quick to Brown. Down the sideline. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. On is Elliott to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Kittle is the man in motion. Purdy works out of the pistol. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Get set. Get set. 18.
Here's Saul, the man in motion.
Yellow. Yellow.
On 2nd down. Hurry. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie in for his 2nd sack of the night, number 6 on the year.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
18, watch out!
3rd and long. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway. And it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
18, watch out!
Here's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
He isn't able to secure that grab through the contact, and they're quickly running out of possessions to get back into this game, Mike. I mean, their chance to come back was already slim to none, but slim meta went just out the window as that ball hit the turf.
Good. Miami. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Hey, count up, Yeti.
Hurts to the air on first down. Flush to his right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They've got him. Greg Greenlaw getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
Hey, let's go.
This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
No touch that. Trimmer. Silver, set. Nice right. No touch.
To throw is Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Kittle is the man in motion. 1st and 10 for Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. Big stride, look at him go! And he will score! Game on! George Kittle! Touchdown, San Francisco. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. And now it's a 9-point game, so they'll go for just 1 here. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Good, set. On anyone, huh? 63. Delta.
On the handoff, it's Shipley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now. That's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits hands, you have to find a way to come down.
That's right side. He's got count to terror. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Straight out to terror. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is second touchdown tonight. Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles tack on one more to their lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Yellow. Get set. Yellow. 18. What's up? Yellow. Yellow. Up.
Here's Purdy. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. The pressure there got to him. He hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Outside. 18. Watch out. Yellow.
Now Purdy. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. They'll drop to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Third and long for Hurts.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a two-possession game.
And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pick of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And the 49er first down.
Back to the air again is Purdy. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
On play action, Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to try it here again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Washington. And the Niners are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4. Here's 1st and 10.
Get set. Watch out.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this